Hello, my name is eelens with Social Impact Consulting. We're a development consultancy firm looking to maximize social impact. Today I'm going to be talking about a very interesting topic, but I'll talk about it relatively briefly because I'm going to institute an online course concerning this very topic. It's called Theory of Change. This is a methodology used by the third sector, which is philanthropy, unilateral, bilateral agencies, nonprofits, to pretty much try to bring forth a long-term outcome or impact, and then work its way backwards to the activities going on in the present. So, for example, if an organization wants to increase the number of female entrepreneurs in Ondo State by 25% in the next 5 years. So how does that work? You would now go backwards in that period. How many is 25%? Let's give an example. There are 7 million women or 10 million women. So 25% of that is 2.5 million, right? So it's like, okay, how are we going to reach out to 2.5 million entrepreneurs within the next 5 years? And then you work your way backwards, okay? So you now go, okay, if we are having this long-term outcome, we're going to assume that we're going to have an enabling political environment to make that happen. We're going to have a he for she governor that would work diligently with us to churn out those number of entrepreneurs. Another assumption could be that the social environment, that we need to sensitize men to see how they can empower their wives and their mothers to become more independent. So these are things to look at with regards to theory of change, okay? So by the time you now look backwards, you're like, okay, so the outcome could be we've reached out to 2 million women, and we are hoping, based on assumptions, that these women will now train an extra 500,000 women, which will now make it 2.5 million, which is the 25% benchmark that you're looking at. You see how technical it is? That's why I'm going to actually conduct an online course concerning theory of change. When you now go into outputs, you now say, okay, we want to reach out to 500,000 women a year, so that we can reach to between 2 and 2.5 million women, okay? So then you now say, okay, what are the activities? What do I need to do? How do I need to sensitize these people, okay? So I'll need the media, TV, radio, print, social media. I need partnerships with skill acquisition programs. I need to partner with the Ministry of Women Affairs in that very state, and then the Federal Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, to make sure that I have the buy-in of the key influencers in terms of gender mainstreaming, okay? So you now do a stakeholder analysis and say, okay, who do I need to partner with, and then conduct activities to engage these people. So also developing programs and entrepreneurship programs for these women to now push and churn out these entrepreneurs. Who are the microfinance banks that I would need to partner with in order to give them seed capital? Can I identify other donors that will provide grants to these women to make sure that they have what they need to become entrepreneurs? So these are activities that you're looking at in terms of, okay, get on all the TV stations with regards to gender mainstreaming to recruit more women to apply to our program, okay? Then partner with the Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development. So these are some of the activities that you would have to engage in to churn out these female entrepreneurs. Then in terms of the activities, conduct the program. How long is the program? Is it 4 weeks? Is it 8 weeks? Is it 12 weeks? Depending on the interest that these women are showing with regards to what they want to do as an entrepreneur. Then, and these critical assumptions, and in each of the portions, which is outcomes, output, activities, and input, there are assumptions. You understand what I'm saying? So I'm going to be able to conduct these press releases, and I'm going to be able to visit the media, and the assumption is, okay, as long as it's not a government-controlled media, that I'm free to talk about the current state of entrepreneurship with women in Ondo State. So then going into the partnership with the Ministry of Women Affairs, okay, are they going to partner with me? Do they believe that I'm doing what's best for the women of the state? So these are assumptions that you also have to look at. Then you have your input. Do you have the money? Do you have the human resources? Do you have the donor partner that will partner with you, that will give you the money to make this happen? Have you done your stakeholder analysis? Have you gotten the partnerships and the stakeholder support that you need? So these are the inputs. Have you designed the program? Have you done a risk analysis to make sure that everything will go where it needs to go? So with theory of change, what I've just talked about now is I've worked my way backwards through long-term outcomes / impact, outputs, activities, and inputs. And each of these categories have their own separate key assumptions. That's why a theory of change model can either be simple or complex. So that's pretty much all I'm going to be talking to you today about theory of change. If you have any further questions about that, if you need to develop a theory of change for your organization or your project, you can give me a shout at eelens@socialimpactng.com, and I will be happy and delighted to work with you. I look forward to hearing from you.